Hi, I'm Danielle with Ribbon Storage, and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be making one of the cards from my Lucky Green card kit. Let's get started. I'm going to start by making the card front. If you purchased my card kit, this fiber gray Nina brand cardstock will come already embossed for you. And you want to make sure you put the tape on the debossed side. Then I'm going to center it up in the middle of this American Craft color core. It's pea green is the color. I'm going to keep that vertical. And next we're going to use this really cool faux fur ribbon. I mean, who has ever heard of faux fur ribbon? As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have some. So because it's a little bit harder, that is a really deep pile on that ribbon. I mean, it's really plush. And it's harder to put the adhesive on the back of that. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit and put it on my card front instead and just give it something to stick to. I mean, can you see the texture in that? How cool is that? And I normally say you only need about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, but with this faux fur, it's a little bit harder to stick, put the tape on. So leave a little bit more than normal. And there's enough in the card kit to allow for that. Next, we're going to measure out this green and silver chevron ribbon. Now I haven't cut it yet because we're going to put a knot in it right about there. And it's sometimes if you don't put the knot in first, you can cut it a little too short or a little too long. And so I try to always put the knot in it first. I'm just going to pull that up to where I want it and then cut that. And I'm going to add my tape to the top part, not the bottom part yet. And we'll just stick that up there. Now I want this one a little bit higher. We're going to center that over our faux fur. Now because that faux fur is so thick, it's not going to stick great, but don't worry, all we need is it to stay in place right now. Next we're going to put our twinkle, and I want that to go right underneath where that knot is. So put your double-sided tape on the back of that. And then lay that down. And then again, your twinkle is not really going to stick to that faux fur, but it will stick great to the paper. So just put that the way you want it. And next is the chevron. And make sure you've got the chevron laying the way you want. This is a double-sided ribbon, so you don't have to worry about a front or a back, but you do have to worry about the pattern. So if you want them, the two pieces of chevron going opposite, then you can lay it that way as well. I'm going to have them go the same way though. So I started making these ribbon cards because I had all this ribbon and I realized I wasn't using it because there was never an easy way to store it. It would always end up in a box or in a drawer somewhere buried, and I hardly ever used it. So I created these ribbon spools so they were flat, and you literally could put all your ribbon on them and keep them in the same drawer. So if I wanted to do a ribbon card or use my ribbon for anything, all I had to do was open the drawer and all my ribbon was right there. And of course I color coded it and everything so that it was easy to find what I wanted. And I've noticed since then, I use it a ton more. And that's what kind of got me started down this road. Then I started doing ribbon cards because they were so much faster and easier to make than anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have spent hours making cards using my cutting machine, and I love those too. I absolutely love those. But if you're looking for some easy cards that you can send out and you don't have to feel bad if somebody doesn't keep it and cherish it forever, these ribbon cards are perfect. They say that you care about the person because of the time that you put into making it by hand without taking all the time some of those cards take to make by hand. So I'm going to center that up, and I'm just going to wrap that around and start your tape on it. That will help keep it in place. I'm going to roll my tape just over the edge one more time to help keep that in place. And now we're ready to add that to the card base. Just going to center that up. And the card bases are already all scored for you. Each of my kits comes with enough paper and ribbon to do this and 9 other unique and beautiful cards that go together just as fast as this one. They also come with a detailed instruction manual that shows pictures and detailed instructions for all 10 of my cards. Thank you so much for joining me today.